They say knowledge is power, but some knowledge was sealed away for a reason, written in forbidden tongues, bound in leather and guarded by names too dangerous to speak aloud. 72 names, 72 kings, princes and dukes of hell, each one summoned through precise ritual, each one offering power with a cost. This is Pantheon Mythology, and this is the Ars Goetia and the 72 demons that live within. The Ars Goetia is the first section of a larger occult manuscript known as the Key of Solomon, a 17th century grimoire that draws on older magical traditions and texts. Its name comes from the Greek Goetia, meaning sorcery, and it presents a detailed system for summoning and commanding 72 demons. Each spirit is listed by name, title, appearance, powers, and rituals required to call upon them. According to legend, these instructions traced back to King Solomon, the ancient ruler said to possess a ring that gave him control over spirits. The Ars Goetia builds on this myth, offering a structured approach to interacting with these entities through sigils, protective circles, and precise incantations. Rather than chaotic and random encounters, the book presents a hierarchy: kings, dukes, princes, marquises, each with their own abilities, temperaments, and roles within the spirit world. The purpose of the Ars Goetia was not to spread fear, but to teach control. The text offers methods to bind and command these demons, compelling them to act in accordance with the summoners at will. These spirits are said to offer knowledge, uncover secrets, influence others, and grant specialized skills. It is a manual of mastery, built on the belief that understanding and structure could channel even the most dangerous forces into service. A book of names, a structure, a system for rebuilding power and control. The Ars Goetia was built to summon and bind the hidden forces of the world. The book by Hungry Minds, the sponsors of today's video, is built to do something even more ambitious: rebuild the world itself. The book, How to Rebuild Civilization, is unlike anything else on your shelf. Imagine if you had to start again, not in theory but for real. What would you need? How would you explain electricity, engineering, mathematics, philosophy, agriculture, or language, without access to the internet or a library? This book doesn't just ask the question, it answers it. The book is absolutely massive, over 400 pages of beautifully printed, richly illustrated content. It's heavy in your hands, carefully bound with matte art paper and a specially laminated cover. It feels more like an artifact than a publication. Inside, you'll find 180 essential topics across 23 chapters, written and illustrated by a global team of over 50 artists, scientists, engineers, and visionaries. This is a survival guide for the curious, a blueprint for rebuilding, and a gift worth giving to anyone, literally anyone. Follow the link in the description to secure your copy right now, because when the world forgets, someone has to remember how to begin again. Of the 72 demons that live within the Ars Goetia, the first to appear is Baal, a king who rules in the east, commanding 66 legions of spirits. He appears with 3 heads, one of a toad, one of a man, and one of a cat, each said to reflect different aspects of his nature. His voice is said to be deep and rough, and when summoned, he often arrives cloaked in shadow or mist. Baal's primary power is invisibility. Those who call upon him do so to move unseen, hidden from enemies, watchers, or even fate itself. But invisibility in this context goes far beyond vanishing from sight. It implies evasion, secrecy, and the ability to act without consequence. In a world shaped by knowledge and control, Baal offers something rare: the power to operate in silence. Argotia is the second to appear in the Ars Goetia, a duke who commands 31 legions of spirits and appears as an old man riding a crocodile carrying a hawk on his fist. The image is strange, wisdom and decay seated atop something primal, with a predator calmly perched at his side. Argotia has command over languages. He can teach all tongues, restore lost speech, and bring back fluency where it has been taken. But he is also a spirit of upheaval. He has the power to cause earthquakes and make those who stand firm flee from their positions, politically, physically, or morally. Vasago is a prince who commands 26 legions of demons. He's said to appear with a gentle or honest nature, though his true form is obscured, only that he comes without threat, like many who follow him. Vasago is known for his ability to reveal the past and the hidden. He can uncover lost or stolen items and tell what is to come with a degree of accuracy few others possess. He speaks plainly, as if truth was never really hidden at all. His presence is quiet. His answers delivered with the weight of something already known, just forgotten. Samijina is a Marcus who commands 30 legions of demons. He first appears as a small horse or donkey before taking on human form, speaking with a hoarse and rasping voice, an entrance more eerie than grand. Samijina has vast knowledge of the dead and can summon the souls of those who died in sin and compel them to answer, revealing what they knew in life. He also teaches liberal sciences and delivers accounts of those who died in error or confusion. Marbas is a president who commands 36 legions of demons. He appears first as a great lion, though he can take on human form when commanded. His presence is both regal and dangerous, a creature of strength, intelligence, and secrecy. Marbas holds dominion over hidden knowledge. He can reveal the causes of illness, both physical and spiritual, and he has the power to cure them. He is also known to transform people into other shapes and grant wisdom in the mechanical arts. Valefor is a duke who commands 10 legions of demons. He appears as a lion with the head of a man, sometimes said to have the features of a thief, his form walking the line between nobility and deceit. Valefor is known for granting favour among friends and allies, building trust where it may not be deserved. But he's also associated with theft. The Ars Goetia warns that those who summon him may find themselves drawn to stealing, as if trust and treachery are never far apart. Amon is a Marcus who commands 40 legions of demons. He appears as a wolf with a serpent's tail, vomiting flames, though he can be ordered to take on a human form with the head of a raven, one eye sharp, the other hollow. As a demon of secrets and reconciliation, he can reveal the past and hidden thoughts of others, especially between friends or lovers. He is also said to settle disputes, turning anger into understanding, or at least exposure. Barbatos is a duke who commands 30 legions of demons. He appears when the sun is in Sagittarius. He has the power to grant insight into the past and future, to understand language of animals, to uncover secrets buried in the earth. He's also known for guiding those who have lost their way, leading them back to their path. Paimon is a king who commands 200 legions of demons, making him one of the most powerful spirits in the Ars Goetia. He's often portrayed riding a dromedary camel, crowned and surrounded by a loud, commanding presence. Paimon is known for his vast knowledge and eloquence. He teaches arts, sciences, and secret things, including the mysteries of the earth, the moon, and the stars. His voice is said to be musical yet commanding, compelling obedience from those who hear it. Bure is a president who commands 50 legions of demons. He appears when the sun is in Sagittarius, often taking the form of a lion's head surrounded by 5 goat legs in a star shape, giving him a strange and unsettling appearance. Known for his healing powers, he teaches natural and moral philosophy, including the knowledge of herbs and medicines. He can cure diseases and wounds, offering both physical and spiritual restoration. Guzian is a duke who commands 40 legions of demons. He appears as a baboon or a man with the head of a baboon. Guzian answers all questions about the past, present and future. He reveals hidden truths and reconciles those who have fallen out with each other. Citri is a great prince of hell commanding 60 legions of demons. He appears with the face of a leopard and the wings of a griffin, a fierce and unforgettable presence that blends beauty and danger. Citri stirs desire and passion, capable of igniting lust between men and women alike. He exposes hidden emotions and secrets, forcing what lies beneath the surface into the light. His influence is intoxicating but unpredictable. Beleth is a mighty king who commands 85 legions of demons. He rides a terrifying pale horse, surrounded by a host of musicians playing loud and fearsome instruments, a procession that announces his arrival with overwhelming power. Beleth inspires fear and commands respect, forcing those who encounter him to obey. He grants the power to make others fall in love or obey the summoner's will, but this presence is overwhelming and not to be taken lightly. Leragi is a Marquis who commands 30 legions of demons. He appears dressed in green, carrying a bow and quiver of arrows like a hunter poised for the chase. Leragi causes battles and disputes, sending arrows that wound and sow chaos among enemies. He is said to scatter foes with great precision and skill, turning conflicts in the summoner's favour. Calling on Leragi is to invite the turmoil of conflict, a calculated force that wounds from afar, shaping outcomes through strife and strategy. Eligos is a duke who commands 60 legions of demons. He appears as a knight carrying a lance, a serpent, and a standard, symbols of war and hidden knowledge. Eligos reveals hidden things, especially those connected to war and conflict. He can foresee the outcomes of battles, reveal the strategies of enemies, and uncover the intentions of others. Zipar is a duke who commands 26 legions of demons. He appears as a soldier dressed in red armour, often accompanied by the sound of trumpets and drums that announce his arrival. He has the power to make women love men and to bring couples together, though this influence can also lead to discord if mishandled. He's known for stirring desire and passion, but with a restless edge that can unsettle. Botis is a president who commands 60 legions of demons. He appears first as a viper before taking on human form with large horns and sharp teeth, a fearsome transformation that reflects his dual nature. Botis is known for his ability to reconcile enemies and reveal secrets. He grants truthful answers about the past, present, and future, and he can uncover hidden things with clarity and precision. Barthin is a duke who commands 30 legions of demons. He appears as a strong man with the tail of a serpent riding a pale horse, an imposing figure, blending human strength and serpentine mystery. This duke possesses deep knowledge of the virtues of herbs and precious stones. He can transport people instantly across great distances and teaches the properties of plants and minerals. Salos commands 30 legions of demons as a duke. Clad in green armour, he's another crocodile rider, a striking figure symbolizing power that spans both land and water. He stirs love and desire between men and women, encouraging harmony in relationships, while sometimes intensifying passion beyond control. Purson is a king commanding 22 legions of demons, a figure of undeniable authority and mystery. He appears as a man with the face of a lion clutching a serpent and riding upon a bear. His very presence demands attention, blending nobility with the primal. Purson's domain is the unseen and the unknown. He reveals secrets locked away from ordinary eyes, uncovers hidden treasures, and speaks of past, present, and future events with remarkable clarity. His voice resonates with power and wisdom, guiding those who dare seek truths beneath layers of mystery. Marax is a president commanding 30 legions of demons. He appears as a great bull with the face of a man, a powerful and imposing figure embodying strength and wisdom. Marax teaches astronomy and all the liberal sciences, revealing the secrets of the stars and the knowledge of the natural world. His lessons extend to understanding mysteries of the universe, offering insight that blends the cosmic with earthly wisdom. Ipos is an earl and prince who commands 36 legions of demons. He appears with the body of a lion, tail of a hare, and the feet of a goose, an unsettling combination that blends strength, innocence, and agility. Ipos reveals hidden knowledge and grants insight into past, present, and future events. He also bestows wit and boldness upon those who summon him, encouraging confidence in the face of uncertainty. Aim is a duke commanding 26 legions of demons. He appears as a man with 3 heads, one like a serpent, one like a man, and one like a cat, smoke rising from his mouth. Aim has the power to ignite fires of both destruction and illumination. He teaches cunning and strategy, revealing the secrets of warfare and the knowledge that shapes victory. Naberius is a Marquis commanding 19 legions of demons. His form is a disturbing fusion, 3 heads combining raven, man, and dog, symbols of death, cunning, and loyalty twisted into one. His voice is said to carry a dark charisma, capable of bending wills and commanding attention. Naberius specializes in restoring lost dignities and honors, bringing back reputations that time or circumstance have shattered. He also grants mastery in arts and sciences, sharpening the tongue and mind of those who seek his aid. Summoning him is an appeal to reclaim what was once taken to wield influence through persuasion. Glaciolabolus is a president who commands 36 legions of demons. He appeared as a winged dog, an unsettling creature that combines loyalty and venom in one form. His presence hints at both friendship and danger, a reminder that alliances with demons are never without risk. He teaches all manner of arts and sciences, yet this nature is dual. He can foster love and friendship, but also provoke hatred and bloodshed. Bune is a duke commanding 30 legions of demons. His triple-headed visage, part dragon, part dog, and part griffin, embodies strength, loyalty, and vigilance. Bune's roar echoes with command over wealth and the unseen, linking material abundance to spiritual insight. He offers riches and wisdom to those who summon him, promising mastery over finances and knowledge. Bune also has dominion over the spirits of the dead, able to move and communicate with souls. Ronove is a Marquis commanding 19 legions of demons. His domain is language, influence, and the subtle power of words. He teaches rhetoric and foreign tongues, granting skill in speech and writing. Ronove also brings favor from both allies and enemies, giving the summoner the tools to navigate complex relationships with ease. Berith is a duke commanding 26 legions of demons. He appears as a soldier clad in red, crowned with gold, wielding weapons that symbolize both martial might and authority. His figure commands respect, a fusion of warrior and sovereign. Berith grants deep knowledge of all sciences and arts, with a special focus on alchemy and the secrets hidden in the earth. He is also a bestower of dignities and titles, raising the social standing of those who call upon him. Astaroth is a mighty duke who commands 40 legions of demons. He appears as a beautiful angel riding a fearsome dragon, holding a serpent in his right hand. The image is striking, divine grace seated atop something monstrous, a harmony of light and darkness. He speaks with great clarity and offers knowledge of the past, present, and future. Astaroth reveals hidden things, both celestial and infernal, and is said to teach the sciences with remarkable precision. He also explains the origins of the fall, why certain spirits rebelled, and what became of them. Fornius is a Marquis who commands 29 legions of demons. He takes the form of a massive sea monster, a shifting figure tied to the depths, where knowledge and danger are buried together beneath still waters. He teaches the art of language, guiding the summoner in rhetoric, diplomacy, and presentation. Fornius also grants favor from those in positions of power and can shape the reputation of an individual in the eyes of both allies and enemies. Forus is a president commanding 29 legions of demons. He teaches logic and ethics, as well as the properties of herbs, roots, and precious stones. His knowledge is practical, rooted in both the natural world and the workings of the mind. He grants strength of body, sharpness of thought, and the ability to uncover what has been hidden, whether it be lost objects, forgotten truths, or buried potential. To summon Forus is to seek quiet mastery, steady, grounded, and precise. Asmodee, better known as Asmodeus, is a king commanding 72 legions of demons, one of the most powerful and well-known names in the Ars Goetia. He appears with 3 heads, one like a bull, one like a man, and one like a ram, riding a dragon and breathing fire from his mouth. He teaches astronomy, geometry, arithmetic, and all mechanical crafts. Asmodee can reveal hidden treasures, grant knowledge across disciplines, and stir powerful desire. He speaks directly, but only to those who approach with authority. He resists the uncertain and refuses to obey the weak. Garp holds the dual rank of Prince and President, commanding 66 legions of demons. His power is strongest when the sun is in the southern sky, and he appears in human form, calm and direct in speech. He controls movement, able to transport people instantly from place to place. Garp teaches philosophy and the liberal sciences, and grants the ability to influence emotions and relationships. He can also make individuals invisible and dull the senses of others. Furfur is an earl who commands 26 legions of demons. His form is that of a winged hart, a creature that should inspire awe but instead unsettles, especially as he only takes human shape when confined within a proper triangle. He manipulates weather, conjuring lightning storms, and can reveal hidden truths, though he is a notorious liar when not properly contained. He can also inflame love, though never without chaos close behind. Marcotius is Marquis of over 30 legions of demons, a wolf with griffin wings and a serpent's tail, fire spilling from his mouth. His appearance is built for war, yet beneath that fury is a mind bound by loyalty. He serves the summoner faithfully, lending strength, courage, and insight in battle. Some texts say he was once among the dominations and longs to return, though whether that's hope or manipulation remains unclear. Stolas is a prince commanding 26 legions of demons. He takes the form of a great bird, an owl or raven with long legs, unnaturally tall with eyes that do not blink. His knowledge runs deep through the natural world. He teaches movement of the stars, the powers of plants, and the secrets locked in the stones. His lessons are not rushed, they unfold slowly, like the night. Phoenix is a Marquis who leads 20 legions of demons. He appears in the form of a radiant bird, singing with a voice so beautiful it's said to draw listeners into silence. He teaches poetry and the art of expression, bringing refinement to language and thought. His manner is gentle and he serves willingly, rare qualities among the demons of the Goetia. He speaks of returning to the heavens after 1200 years, but his loyalty remains with the one who calls him. Halfas is an earl with command over 26 legions of demons. He comes in the shape of a stork, his cry sharp and sudden like something meant to break silence. His work is preparation. He builds towers, arms soldiers, and lays the foundation for war. No spectacle, just quiet, calculated construction. Malphas is a president commanding 40 legions of demons. He comes as a crow, speaking in a harsh, cracking voice, though he will take on human form when commanded. He builds fortified structures and reveals the plans of enemies, what they think, where they hide, and how they intend to strike. Malphas can also bring trusted servants into your circle, though loyalty from demons often carries a hidden edge. Rome is an earl who commands 30 legions of demons. He appears as a crow and moves quickly without flourish or delay. When pressed, he may take on a human form, but only to speak. He tears down status and steals from the mighty, stripping kings and temples of their treasures. He reveals hidden truths, especially concerning enemies, and can cause love or emotional upheaval when commanded. Focalor is a duke with 30 legions of demons under his command. He appears as a man with the wings of a griffin and carries with him the weight of the sea. He has power over wind and water, able to drown ships, cause storms, or calm them entirely. He's also said to kill men on command, though he sometimes speaks of returning to the order of angels from which he fell. Vipar is a duke commanding 29 legions of demons. She takes the form of a mermaid, gliding just beneath the surface, neither entirely seen nor entirely hidden. Vipar rules the seas, directing storms and fleets alike. She can cause wounds to fester and bring unnatural death cloaked in illness. Her presence carries the weight of distance and decay, of things lost to the deep. Sarbnok is a Marquis commanding 50 legions of demons. He appears as a great soldier clad in armour with the head of a lion riding a pale-coloured horse. His presence is imposing, an image of strength, control, and quiet menace. He builds fortified towers and castles, both physical and symbolic, often linked to protection or imprisonment. Sarbnok causes wounds to fester with time, inflicting slow decay rather than sudden violence. He can also assign familiar spirits to guard the summoner or their domain. Shax holds the rank of Marquis and commands 30 legions of demons. He arrives in the form of a stork, its voice harsh and broken, speaking only lies unless bound within a ritual triangle. Without it, he twists language, offers falsehoods wrapped in charm. He dismantles perception, sight, hearing, even comprehension. Shax can take these without warning. He steals from kings and reveals secrets in the same cold indifference. Servants bought by him may appear loyal, but few remain so for long. Vine is a king and earl commanding 36 legions. He appears as a lion riding a black horse holding a serpent in his hand. His arrival signifies disruption of structures, alliances, and certainty. He is called upon to reveal hidden things, the secrets of witches, the plots of enemies, and the truths buried beneath ruin. Vine has the power to build towers and tear down walls, both literal and symbolic. Where he walks, boundaries are redrawn. His allegiance is to revelation. Difrons is an earl with command over 6 legions. His domain is unmistakable. He governs over the dead. Tombs, corpses, and the forgotten fall under his influence. He shifts the resting places of the deceased, teaches the sciences of astrology and geometry, and reveals knowledge of herbs, stones, and planetary alignments. Those who summon him do so to disturb the silence of graves and reawaken what time has sealed away. Vual is a great duke of hell commanding 37 legions. He appears first as a dromedary, but after a short time takes on human form, speaking in a deep voice in broken Egyptian. He grants the love of women, fosters friendship between allies and enemies alike, and reveals truths of the past, present, and future. Vual's presence twists hostility into affection and brings hidden knowledge to the surface, though never without a strange, shifting nature that reflects his form. Argenti is a president who leads 33 legions and is summoned for transformation. He turns water into wine, metal into gold, ignorance into understanding. His domain is alchemy, both physical and mental. Argenti grants wisdom in all sciences, especially those that change one thing into another. The cost is the risk of losing oneself in the process, for with Argenti, to seek knowledge is to risk being remade by it. Crocel is a duke commanding 48 legions. His arrival is heralded by the sound of rushing water as if the air itself carries the weight of oceans and storms. He teaches geometry and the liberal sciences, reveals hidden baths, and brings warmth to cold waters. His domain is movement, both of water and thought, shifting what is stagnant into something fluid and alive. Phorcas holds the rank of knight and leads 20 legions. Seated upon a great horse, bearing a long weapon, he brings presence of a battle-hardened scholar. His teachings cover philosophy, rhetoric, logic, astrology, chiromancy, and pyromancy. Each discipline he shares is delivered with precision and age-earned authority, sharpening both the tongue and the mind. Balaam is a king with the command over 40 legions. He appears with 3 heads, bull, man, and ram, and flaming eyes that never close, reflecting a gaze that stretches across all moments. At other times, he is represented as a naked man riding a bear. He grants the knowledge of time, answers questions with unshakable certainty, and provides the means to act without being seen. Balaam offers insight and conviction. Alaces is a duke who commands 36 legions. He rides with a soldier's pride, his voice loud and commanding, stirring resolve in those who falter. He teaches astronomy and the liberal sciences, while instilling discipline and courage. With Alaces, knowledge arrives like a war cry, sharp, urgent, and impossible to ignore. Caim is a great president who commands 30 legions. He appears first as a thrush, a small black bird, but quickly transforms into a man bearing a sharp sword. When speaking, he stands up upon burning ashes or glowing coals, a presence tied to the night and most potent in the month of December. His power is rooted in understanding. Caim grants knowledge of animal speech, the cries of birds, growls of beasts, and even the rushing of water. He's also a skilled disputer, offering clear and truthful answers about what is to come. Those who call upon him seek more than information. They seek to listen to a world that rarely speaks in words. Murmur is a duke and earl who commands 30 legions. He arrives with a grand procession, blaring trumpets accompanied by 2 ministers riding a griffin or a vulture. His presence is steeped in funerary rites and necromantic authority. He grants the power to speak with the dead and compels spirits to answer truthfully. Murmur also teaches philosophy and offers insight into matters that lie beyond mortal understanding. Orobus is a prince commanding 20 legions. Loyal and honest, he is summoned for clarity and protection. He tells truths of past, present, and future, unveils the origins of divinity, and shears against lies and malevolent forces. Unlike many others, Orobus is said to be faithful to the summoner, never betraying trust or distorting answers. Gremory is a duke with 27 legions under his command, appearing riding a camel and wearing a crown. Though often associated with seduction, her role goes far beyond temptation. She reveals hidden treasures, secrets of the heart, and the love of women. Gremory's domain blends allure with insight, making her a frequent choice for those seeking both affection and information cloaked in emotion. Ose is a president ruling over 30 legions. He grants knowledge of liberal sciences and offers the gift of shape-shifting, both of the summoner's form and their perception of others. His abilities blur the line between reality and illusion. With Ose, identity can unravel, and he may cause someone to believe they are a king or turn a familiar face into a stranger. Power in his hands is perception. Amy is a president and earl, leading 36 legions. He teaches astronomy and the liberal arts and bestows excellent familiars to those who summon him. Amy reveals hidden treasures and is also said to have once belonged to the angelic order of powers. Though now called from hell, a trace of that older nature still lingers, making him a curious bridge between obedience and rebellion. Aureus is a Marcus commanding 30 legions. He governs the knowledge of stars and planets, revealing how celestial bodies shape fate and influence lives. More than an astrologer, he maps power across heavens and grants dignity, favour and esteem to those he chooses, lifting reputations and securing loyalty from both friend and foe. Vapula is a duke who commands 36 legions and serves those who seek mastery. He teaches philosophy, mechanics, and all forms of applied science, skills that shape the physical world and forge civilization itself. Vapula refinement, knowledge that sharpens, disciplines, and endures. Zagan is a king and president commanding 33 legions. He's a transformer of both matter and meaning. Wine becomes water, metal becomes currency, and foolishness becomes wisdom. Zagan's gifts are not illusions, they are alterations. Reality bends at his touch, and the line between one thing and another becomes negotiable. Varlak is a president leading 30 legions. He reveals hidden places, particularly where treasures lie buried or serpents dwell. Though he appears as a child with angelic wings, riding a two-headed dragon, there is nothing innocent about his purpose. His presence suggests duality, purity layered over danger, innocence masking power. Andras is a Marcus with command over 30 legions. He rides a black wolf and carries a sharpened blade as a harbinger of collapse. Andras inspires conflict, ignites betrayal, and turns allies into enemies, with whispered doubt or sharpened truth. His presence signals the end of accord. Those who summon Andras do not seek to unravel peace, either to watch an empire fall or to sow chaos where order once stood. He's a saboteur, a force that tears from within. Flauros is a duke who commands 36 legions. He appears as a leopard, terrible and burning, but will take human form upon command. His speech is true unless compelled into a triangle, in which he may lie or deceive. Flauros answers questions of the past, present and future, but with a voice like fire, dangerous if not handled correctly. He's feared for his destructive power. He burns enemies, razes cities, and destroys the plans of those who oppose his summoner. But what he offers in insight comes at a cost. To seek his vision is to invite devastation as well as clarity, for his fire consumes. Andrialphus is a Marcus commanding 30 legions. His teachings revolve around geometry, astronomy, and the transformation of forms. He's said to raise men's mind to the higher understanding of the stars and the structure behind the visible world. When summoned, Andrialphus brings calculation. He transforms humans into the likeness of birds, perhaps metaphorical, perhaps not, and speaks with the logic of a mathematician. His domain is reason, and those who summon him seek mastery over structure. Kimges is a Marcus who commands 20 legions. He appears as a valiant warrior riding a black horse, bearing the manner of a knight and the weight of ancient martial knowledge. He teaches grammar, logic, and rhetoric, grounding his power in discipline and speech. He locates hidden treasures and gives command over spirits in Africa, suggesting a territorial influence. Summoning Kimges is a call to controlled authority, learned skill, and the uncovering of power through knowledge and leadership. Amdusias is a duke with 29 legions under his command. He's associated with music, particularly thunderous, dissonant tones. When summoned, voices rise in harmony or disarray, and musical instruments may sound on their own, as if the air itself has been turned into a stage. His true form is said to be that of a unicorn, but twisted, and he may only take human form briefly. Amdusias grants visibility of what is hidden and can force enemies into submission with overwhelming sound. Those who seek him wish to be undeniable. Belial is a king without equal, created second after Lucifer and commanding 80 legions. He grants high positions and status, disturbing senatorships, favour from those in power, and influence over both institutions and individuals. But his price is always sacrifice. Though Belial may appear as noble or even angelic, his gifts are transactional. He speaks plainly, but the bargains he offers come with strings. Those who call on Belial are warned, gain what you desire, but give what you cannot recover. He builds his throne on ambition and binds it with cost. The Carabir is a Marquis commanding 30 legions. He's associated with knowledge of birds, herbs, and precious stones. Those who summon him seek dominion over nature's arcane systems, understanding how to recognize, manipulate, or command them. He teaches the virtues of all birds and herbs, revealing their properties and uses. His presence brings clarity to the natural world, helping the summoner draw power from what others overlook. Seer is a prince who governs 26 legions. Swift and obedient, he is summoned to move people, goods, or information instantly from one place to another, traversing the world in seconds. He reveals hidden treasures and things lost, and carries out the will of the summoner without delay. There is no spectacle to his power, only the results. With Seer, a command is given, and the outcome is delivered. Tantalion is a duke commanding 35 legions. He appears as a man with many faces, each representing the thoughts and emotions of others. His power lies in understanding, manipulating, and even creating emotion and intent. He reveals the thoughts of any person and can change them, influencing minds and guiding decisions. Tantalion teaches all human arts and sciences and speaks every language. Those who summon him do so to uncover hidden motives or to reshape them. Andromelius is an earl who commands 36 legions. He's summoned to bring justice, uncover thieves, and return what has been stolen. With him comes retribution, swift, targeted, and precise. He exposes lies, reveals plots, and punishes wrongdoers. Summoning Andromelius is an act of reckoning. His presence is called when balance must be restored and deception brought to light. You've now heard the names, the ranks, the legions. The Ars Goetia is more than a parchment and ink. It's a door, each demon a voice behind it. Some speak soft, others thunder. But all of them answer when called. If your hand reaches for the seal, understand this. What comes forth may grant you knowledge, power, desire, but it will leave something behind. A trace, a mark. So summon if you must. Just be certain the cost isn't your soul.